Ooh, 6 o'clock in the morning. Just checking these heifers before I go and move the fence. We're going to go and have a look at the new ley in a minute, the one that we planted last autumn. I'm just checking these, see if there's anything bulling. These are the ones we're keeping up here around the house while we try and get them in calf. So some of them have been estimated to bring them into on heat. You see they've got a little Kmart thing on the back of them. That's like a dye capsule, and if one rides the back of it, that will burst and show that it's been standing. Hello. All right. All right. Hello. Right. So you can see what a frosty morning we got. Clear sky. There's frost on the ground. Look at this. Look at this. We're in May and we got frost on the ground. And the blossom's out. But it's not ideal for John's bees because John's bees are down there, over across the frosty land there. They will not fly when the temperature's this low. So we've got Bee-mageddon. We've got a bit of a problem in the fact that although John's hoping to get some honey early this spring, we're not going to get much if the weather doesn't warm up. It's been cold for a long time. It's a problem for the bees because they don't like flying, so he's actually feeding them now. It's a problem for us because the grass isn't growing, or it's not growing as fast as it should, and that's a problem for our grazing, but also a massive problem for the silage in the fact that we're not going to get a lot of silage because we've got cracks in the ground from not much rain. I think we've had 1 day's rain in about 30 days. We're heading for a record, aren't we? I think April was the driest April for 40 or 50 years or something. I don't like it when it rains, but really we need it to chuck down. I just look, there's some cracks in the ground here. Look at that. Bit of plastic if we pick up. Look at the cracks in the ground there. God, those are really deep. Look, I can get my finger down there. Look at that. There is grass here for the cows. They'll be in here soon. But look at the frost over it. So, frosty start. I'm going to go and move the fence now. Let's go and have. But what we're going to do, we're strip grazing the new ley. We're going to have a look at the new ley, which is quite exciting because you guys have been watching it being planted and ploughed and all that back in the autumn, and we're actually going to go and have a look at it, and it's pretty good. I'm quite pleased how it's come out. Anyway, while I'm walking across the field, just have a little. Here's a little reminder of what we did to it last autumn. Oh, the girls are following me. Look. Here we go. Here we go. Now that stuff will kill everything, and it won't be that long before this is all turning yellow. We'll come back out here and have a look when it does. Just video him going down there. So the next stage will be me putting some muck on here. Following that, it'll get ploughed. Let's see if I can zoom in on the spray in there. Look. Rich soil here. We'll have a look at that in a minute. So we'll have a look at that in a minute when you goes on that. quite deep, yeah. It's like it's easy digging, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just around as well, so you can see.
Yeah, copy it, does it? Okay, look. You're gonna win! So there we go, just walking, look at this, look. Hello, Mr. Dandelion. Look at that sunrise behind there. Lovely, I love this time of year. Absolutely gorgeous, look at that. Let's get to the field. Up past Farmer P's trailer. Ooh, still lots of water in it. Really must drain that out. It should be back in the shed by now. Right, let's get over. Let's get over the new Ley. Right. Right. Normally it wouldn't look as ruffled up and flat as this, but we had a little bit of a problem yesterday. The cows knocked this fence down. I don't know why. I think I wasn't here. It was my day off. Rare day off. You hear the fence clicking away. Look, obviously been over here a while. They've had a lie down on that one. So I was hoping to show you a lovely flat field of grass, and what we've got is a half munched bit of grass. Let me turn this fencer off. That's a bit annoying, that clickety click. Right. Ooh. Right. Of course, the trouble is, because it's all frosty, you can't see how it's, I think my brother, I had a day off, my brother's moved fence, give him a little bit too much. There's still quite a bit of grass there. How much is he giving them? He's got a U-shaped. Look at me picky. I've had my day off. I come back and I'm picking at what he's done. You need a straight line. I don't know how he's moved the fence to get a curve in it, because you don't normally have a straight. Look. Ooh, wonk. Oh, look at the mist. It's gorgeous. This is lovely. My hands are freezing, but look at this. Look, the pylon's coming out of the mist. Look at that. Never thought a pylon would look so attractive, would you? Right, let's have a look at this Ley then. I mean, it's a bit difficult because the frost is kind of hiding what I was trying to show you. I'm going to walk down it. Let's have a walk. So this is, you can see where the cows have munched the top. Look, can you make out they've taken the top off? We're obviously out here for a while, which is a shame, but you've got to admit, it's looking quite, they have been out here out here for a while. Then my brother said they weren't out here very long, but they must have been out here a few hours because they flipping taking the tops off. Oh, that is annoying. I'm going to go right down the bottom. I'm going to go right down the bottom because I think they probably would have jumped straight over the fence and probably not eaten right down the bottom, so we'll have a better look at what's going on. Plus the fact, I got a feeling there might be a fox's den down there. When I'm walking through the grass, I'm just looking down to see how much chickweed there is. And again, the frost is kind of hiding it. Because you might remember last year I was a bit worried about the chickweed, and there was various I was asking for a bit of advice what's best to do, and there's various options to sort of spray it out. A few people said spray it out, and I sort of got to the point where I'd spent enough money on it, so another cost of spraying it, so I thought I'd wait and see, and I think that's going to be okay. There's some patches. It's really hard to judge it now the cows have grazed it, because I can't tell what they've grazed down, because that's obviously chomped some lower bits, but that might be where the blooming cows have been down. But even with the frost on it, you've got to say it's pretty good covering the grass. I couldn't really expect any more. Right, I mean, it's interesting, right? So it's just a comment on about nature and wildlife and stuff. Okay, so when you spray this off, we use Roundup glycophosphate, and basically I think I'll see if I got a clip. I'll just show you what it looks like when it's sprayed off. So it's pretty bare, and you think to yourself, right, everything's gone, but it's amazing how nature comes back. So okay, we've got the grass coming in. So I'm just looking down randomly. Look at this. Oh. Ah! So I think this is the chickweed here. It's so frosty, I can't tell. I don't know whether that's chickweed or not, because it's... Oh, maybe it's not. But there's another plant here. This is a proper frost. Look at this. Everything's gone all flaccid, including me. Right. So I'm not sure what that flower is there. There seems to be quite a lot of that. How well can you see that? This is the coldest it's been for a long time. And I'm looking around, there's that. So obviously I'm not sure what that one is. A pinky flower. It's quite interesting, quite nice looking actually. You've got the old dandelion here. When I was moving the fence up further, there were other plants. And that's interesting because, you know, at the end of the day, you sort of think, oh, you can control nature. You can't. You're just holding it back. Basically, as soon as people stop interfering with the landscape, like if I stopped farming this would so quickly come back to wildlife and different species and trees and stuff, because we're only holding nature back, really. And bearing in mind that this was all killed off in the spring, in the autumn, you think it was just, in theory, just grass, but it's not. Right, let's have a look here. There you go, some activity here. There's a big hole. Big hole. Let's have a look along here. Anything else? So this is where we see Mr. Fox on the farm. I think Mr. Fox might have been down here. Right, what's going on here? You look how bare it is. Something's living down here. See, there's no grass or anything growing. I might have to put my wildlife camera down. Oh, there's a big hole in the hedge there as well. I need to fill that gap. Cows will be straight through onto the flipping silage field, won't they? Look, if I can get through there, let's have a look. Let's have a look at our silage field. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty bare. Look, compared with... Let's have a look. I'm going to go straight through. If I was a cow, that's the problem, I can get through. Oh, look, the activity out here. So we've probably got badgers down here as well. Wonderful. Look at this. Look. You can actually see the scratch marks where they're going in, look. So hive of activity down here. Look at this big hole. But this is our silage ground. Crikey. That's not good. Considering we're early May. So, we're in early May. My birthday's on Saturday. I shall be 53. Fantastic. And normally by early May I would expect this to be, well, realistically you're thinking of the height of what is over there in the new Ley. That would, I mean, well, at least half of that, definitely. God, this is, do you know what, I'd be more relieved if, in some ways, if we should have kept that for silage, put the cattle out here, but this is not really how we normally do it. But that's a bit of a worry, as it is for every farm around the UK. I saw someone silage making the other day, and I'm pretty sure anyone who's cutting early is cutting on new Leys, because they obviously can chuck out the grass. Let me go back through the hole. Back through the hole into this, because I mean, you can see a difference. You can see a length of grass on the field. Look, that's lovely, lovely mowing grass. So that's the difference, really. Is the fact that, oh my goodness, I'm walking out here now, and do you know what? It's really funny. I was looking at this Ley the other day and thinking, oh, it's all right, and you don't realise how good this is until you look at the main crop where we're making silage, and you think, Christ, it's brilliant. Look at this. Look at this. In the mist. Oh, this, do you know, this is absolutely glorious. It's hard getting out of bed, isn't it? Everyone, you know, it's easier to lie in bed, but do you know what? Look at this, it's beautiful. Can you hear the birds singing? Let me just shut up for a minute. Don't know whether you can pick that up on the camera, but this is the best time of the day. And a lot of people get up for sunsets, but you really, if you get a chance, get up for a sunrise on a day like today, because you've got the mist, you know. You got the mist, and you got the zing in the air of the frost, and the birds singing. The birds are all waking up. It's just wonderful. It really is. Right, I'm going to move the fence. Give the cows a bit of this, a bit of lush, God blimey, lucky cows. And then after I've done this, I'm going to let the cows in. So I'll just do a little bit of video of, and at the end of letting the cows in on their lovely breakfast. Better breakfast than I'm having. That's not true, actually. I'm having boiled eggs with our own chicken eggs. That isn't too bad. And their eggs are really yellow, actually. Right, crack on. See you in a bit. Oh, these things have got so many leads, you get them all tangled up, right. Right, fence is up. My hands are flipping freezing. I've put gloves on a few times. It's hard to work with gloves on. Reasonably straight line, not perfect, there's a bit of a kink there, but this is their grazing. Let's go back up now. I'm going to let them in on here, because we're so early there won't be any along much yet. I expect I might have to call them along, but I sort of judge it, this is roughly how much our cows will need for the day, and just experience tells me how much they need. Anyway, let's go. So I'm just walking up here of what they've grazed. Look, they've made a path. The cows always make a path, look, they always follow each other. It's amazing, they've got the whole field and they've made a path to follow each other, probably back up and down to get to the water trough. But look, you can see that this has come up well and established well, because even though it's grazed down, it's pretty dense, isn't it? There's not, you can't see a lot of gaps. Well, incidentally as well, as you know, the seed was broadcast over here, which means it was just sprinkled out. And I actually prefer that on the grass seed, because we did a lay quite a few years back, and I think it was done with a seed drill, I'm not sure. Pretty sure it was, because you can see the lines of the, even when it was grazed, the sward didn't fill out. There was lines where the grass had been put in. So I think it's better, from my point of view, I think, to broadcast it. But I'm quite pleased how this is established now. Look at that, the sun's really coming up now. Still flipping frosty. So I'm sure it'll get colder later. It normally gets colder first thing, and then again it sort of warms up, and then it seems to get cold again about 8 o'clock. So anyway, this lay, I'm really pleased with this now. I really think this is going to do well for us through the future now. The chickweed in it is pretty well being grazed out, and bearing in mind it was only planted, I don't know, was it October last year? It hasn't really completely filled out yet, so it's going to get better and better, I think. So nice to have a new field on the farm. Right, I'm going to let the cows in here, and then it's time for my eggy breakfast. Come on. That's what the cow path's for, look, they're all going down it, aren't they? Hello. Ooh. You like this grass, obviously. Huh. Legging it, look at that! I'm flipping out, they must like it down there. First one to the breakfast buffet at the Premier Inn gets the best bacon. And the lazy late risers get the leftovers. Right, milking's still going on. I'm going back to milking. I'll finish milking and then I'm going to have me egg. Crack on everyone, see you soon at the breakfast buffet.